First question right here on the third row on the left.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. Right here. We've been talking since the press conferences began about how much more effort and energy was into tonight. How much of that was changing up the format and having a Team LeBron and Team Steph? Could you have done this if it was still East versus West?
No, I mean, obviously we don't know that. We don't know. But I think the format was great. I think the fans did a great job of reacting to it in a very positive way. And, you know, for me to be the captain of the team, Steph being the captain of his team, and us doing that, you know, that draft, it was something that hadn't been done before. And the great thing about our commissioner, he's absolutely okay with trying something new, you know, to change the format. And it definitely worked out for everybody. It worked out not only for the players, not only for the league, but for our fans, for everybody. It was a great weekend, and we capped it off the right way.
Chris Haynes, ESPN. Brian, when you look at the youngsters that's coming in today, and it seems like people always want to push out the older guys. Do you take that as a challenge? You know, now you got the MVP award, but you take on a challenge still playing at a high level?
No, I mean, listen, I respect the younger guys, and listen, my boys love them. They play with them in the video games. When they see them, they always speaking to them. You know, they're the next crew for sure. They got to keep this thing going. And what I take pride in is taking care of my body, making sure I'm available every night, and continue to get better and better. You know, I don't really take it as, you know, it's a young guy. Okay, I need to show him that I'm still able to do this. I need to continue to show myself, you know, because every night I step on the floor, you know, I have to lead my guys or you know, prove to myself that I'm still able to play at a high level, and you know, I feel great.
Rachel?
LeBron, as the format's still evolving. They said they might lean toward televising it next year, which I know you're supportive of. They also said that as of right now, there's no rule against a player being a captain 2 years in a row. The inclination is if the fans want you to be a captain again or Steph to be a captain again, they'll vote you guys in. Is it something after doing it this year that you want to do again?
I'm not against it, that's for sure. I had a heck of a time doing it in the conference call, you know, with Steph, and you know, we're gonna try to figure out ways we can continue to get better and better. You know, but if we decided that, you know, just like the coaches, you can't be a coach of a team no matter if your team is number one in the East or the West every year. They you know, offset it every year. So, you know, it'd be great to see, you know, somebody else next year if they wanted to do that format, or they wanted to keep it the same with the two top vote getters. Either or works for me. I just got to play. I got to play some good ball in the first half of the season next year to make sure I'm in Charlotte.
Dave, over here again on the left side.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. LeBron, that step back three from the left wing seems to be something in your bag that you're going to late in games with more regularity. What's the origin of the shot? Anybody, you know, any player you play with before give you any inspiration on it?
Nah, just something I kind of worked on in the summertime, and in order to get better with something that you work in the summertime, you got to try to implement it in practice and then implement it into the game, get more and more comfortable with it. So, you know, we had a chance to actually take the lead before that possession, you know, and Paul got blocked by Embiid. Kyrie had a great tip in. Russ kind of got his hand on it. We couldn't get that, and we fouled DeMar, and he only made 1 out of 2. So, you know, I got Embiid on me, you know, knowing that he's going to give me a little space, and knowing I'm going to create a little bit more space once I get to that step back. It was just felt good when it left my hands.
Jason, standing in the back right.
Brown, and you're right. Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. Just wondering your thoughts on playing with Kyrie again. What was that like, and were you able to fall back into old habits and run any old sets that you guys had run previously?
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Anytime you get back, you know, and play with one of your old teammates, and as great as he is, we all know that. You know, the flashiness, you know, the ball handling, his ability to shoot. You know, it's just great to get back on the floor with him, and you know, so it was a great moment for sure.
Over here in the second row.
Cameron Buford, LA News Observer. Can you now divulge what your draft process was? Your starting five, can you now let us know who it was?
Yeah, I took Kevin first, and then I took Anthony Davis, and I followed that with Kyrie and DeMarcus.
Did you have fun with the GM process, and what advice did you get? Did you get some advice from your boys?
Nah. My boys, they didn't give me no advice, but I know who they like to play with in the video games, and but I know who I like watching. And I had a draft board. I had a process, and some of it went to. It almost went to according to plan. A couple of them fell through, but I was satisfied and happy with all the guys that I got. And even with the 4 guys that got injured, we was able to get 4 new guys who came in and played well for us.
Okay, where'd you hide that draft board? It wasn't in your locker room. Where was it at?
Ain't none of your business. You're going too far.
Okay.
Next question, same row on the right.
Lauren Jones, LA Sentinel. When you look back, right here.
Okay.
Hi. When you look back on this weekend, what will stand out most to you about LA All-Star Weekend?
I think LA is a perfect place to host All-Star Weekend. It's one of the few cities that we have in our league that can accommodate all of this. And when I mean all of this, you got over 200 plus countries that's covering the game. You got so many people from all over the world coming to watch our game and just be a part of All-Star Weekend. And we know the traffic. We understand that, but traffic is traffic. But LA can accommodate that. It's built for stars. It's built for entertainment. It's built for cameras and bright lights. And, it's a great place for it. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. I know my family did. So it was a great weekend.
Back right, about 7 rows back.
Dan Feldman, NBC Sports. LeBron, you won MVP of this game in 2006. To win again now, how is your approach to this game? How much energy you want to expend? How has that evolved or not evolved over these years?
That was the last one I won?
No, that was the first one.
Oh, that was the first one. Sheesh. I don't know. I mean, I just always feel like I could be a part of this league and make a difference and make an impact. And, from my very first All-Star, up until now, I just try to get better and better and not only show myself, but show my peers and show everybody that I belong. It's always been my fans who voted me in. For 14 straight years, my fans has voted me in as an all-star starter, and it's been up to me to go out and let them know and show them, listen, I appreciate that, and here's what I'm going to give to you every time you vote me in. So, it's just it's a good time to be alive, I tell you that, and play this game that I love, and also being able to have my family and my boys and my little girl, and, to be able to see me doing what I'm doing at a high level right now, and they, know what's going on. So it's pretty cool.
Last 2 questions in the second row and on the left side.
LeBron, congratulations. Darrell Johnson, New York Beacon. Looking forward to the second half of the season, we know what your goal is. What would a 4th championship mean to you personally? What do you think a second championship would mean to the city of Cleveland?
Well, I mean, championships is what I play for, and along the way you're able to have, if you're able to have some accolades along the journey, then it's really cool, and this is one of them. We have a lot of work to do. We just added 4 new guys before the break, and we have a lot of work to do. So I really don't like to think that too far ahead, but obviously winning championships is what it's all about. That's what this league is all about. Hopefully, at the end of the road, then, I have the Cavs there to actually compete for one, to be in the finals representing the East. So that's my goal, getting back. I'm looking forward to getting back to our guys. I know they're excited, and that's going to be my mindset, but we'll see what happens.
Last question on the left side on the aisle.
Jared Weiss, USA Today. Can you walk us through that ATO you guys had with about 30 seconds left to take back the lead? Dwayne said it was set up initially, but then you guys kind of improvised the end.
Yeah, we actually did. I was taking the ball out, and we had 2 crossers at the top to just get the defense, moving, and then we wanted to get it to Russ. Russ being so dynamic and his ability to break down defenses, we wanted to get it to him. Russ was able to make one move. They switched, and Russ kind of was left up in the air. He was able to hit Kyrie on the baseline, and playing with Kyrie for so many games, if I just make myself available, he would find me, and he found me, and I was able to make the left-hand layup over Draymond. It's just, you have plays, but then sometimes you have to improvise, when it breaks down, and was able to do that, and that's the beauty of being on the floor with a bunch of all-stars. It doesn't always work that way. But when you have all-stars with guys with high IQ and guys that want to play the game and play the game the right way, then it works out for the best. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, LeBron.